Yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's the kid Rare coming at you. I just kind of wanted to come and talk to you today about some of the feedback that I kind of been getting on my songs. If you don't know, if you've been following me, if you've been paying attention, I've been promoting one song only, and that's Hector. That's a recent song that I wrote and put out that I wanted to promote a lot because it's a very, very personal song. Um, and so there's been a lot of feedback I've been catching on it. One is that the intro is too long. That the singing in the beginning is too long. Which me personally, I don't get that. It's like part of the song. So why don't I don't know. It's just the singing is you know a cool part of the song. I think that's what drew me to the instrumental was the singing that's in the intro of the song. So that was one of the comments that I've seen. Another was that that it sounds like I'm trying to imitate people on the song. Um, namely, namely, people say that I tried to sound like Lil Wayne on the song. And so that was a little confusing too, because like I said, the song is very personal to me, and so when I recorded that song, I was like in such a terrible state of mind. Um, like I was just like a fucking a walking dead person. I couldn't do anything. You couldn't get me out of bed. The idea that I went there to the studio and recorded the song, quite frankly, in itself is a miracle. Because the day that I was supposed to go, I was gonna ditch. I wasn't gonna go. I was gonna flake out because I didn't want to go because I didn't see any point in going. You know, my world had been torn to its very core. That's what inspired the song. So it's like when somebody makes feedback about my song saying that I'm trying to sound like Lil Wayne or I'm trying to do my impressions or I'm trying to sound like people, it's like when I recorded that song, when I was rapping, it like took everything in me to not break down and just cry and start weeping like some grandmother, because I was absolutely and 100% heartbroken recording that song. Um, I was in a state in which I could not function. I would wake up at like 2 in the morning because I couldn't sleep because I was haunted with visions of um, the times that I had with that person, uh, and how it's all gone now, and it's never gonna be like that again. I'm never gonna be with that person ever again. I'm never gonna see them again. I'm never gonna be with them again. They're never gonna check on me and say, "Yo, I hope you're okay" and stuff. That's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna accidentally bump into them. It's never gonna happen. They're gone. That's it. And that was the reality that I was living with. You know what I'm saying? And so when somebody is telling me that I'm trying to sound like somebody on the song, it's like, dude, that is whatever you're hearing that you're saying sounds like Lil Wayne is like the fucking the echoes of my broken heart on a record. You know what I mean? Like, I was in a dejected state of mind. I was wrought up and despondent. People were trying to compliment me about my music and how professionally I was working in the studio, how it seemed like I was ready to go and I was not stumbling or muttering over my takes and stuff. And there was not even any kind of, I could not even express any type of gratitude because I was so focused on everything that I had lost. So I would have to say, if people think that I'm doing an impression of people on the song, um, that's that's fucking stupid. Because you know that was a fucking terrible time in my life when I recorded that song, and to even suggest that that I was being nothing but authentic in the recording of that song is a fucking insult to me and a slap in my face because that shit is my life, dude. That's my life on a record. So, no. No, I'm not trying to sound like people, man. You know what I mean? That was my anguish on the record, bro. So, that's something like that I take to the head because that song is a really personal song, and that's why I keep promoting it, and that's why it's the only song I've been promoting because I want people to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's something that needs to be heard. It's a story that's important to me, you know? And if people listen to it, they'll find out that we've all been there, man, and it's a story that's important to you too. And it's like kind of this thing where it's like you gonna hear me out about the whole situation, and that's what it is. It's like you're gonna hear me out, and that's what it is. And so to suggest that I would try to sound like somebody is whack. Another comment on feedback of what about the song Hector is that it's not very well recorded, or the sound quality is low or whatever. And to that I will have to say, like, I did not master the song. I didn't mix the song, and in an effort to do what we all do, which is to support each other, um, and to show love to each other, I opted to go with somebody who was a local person, um, who was known to have a good reputation, and I don't necessarily think that the song is recorded badly. I think that there are some flaws in the mix, but I also think that that's with how it was recorded. And again, that's I didn't have anything to do with that. These were the people that reached out to me when I wanted to record the song, and I paid the money, and I wanted to use somebody local, and I wanted to use somebody who was an independent person just like me, because I want to show support to my people and to my peers. You understand? And so that was something that was really important to me. And so that's one of the things about the song that is really important, is because it is wraithed with integrity. The song is wraithed with integrity. I mean, it's performed by a broken, um, you know, kind of, someone who struggles with mental health, someone who is a child of the system, someone who is, a part of that group known as the less dead, to really put their heart and soul on the record, and then also, um, to go to the person who is, local, and who is also just like me, an independent artist. I feel like, a lot of it's just as far as it goes, like in the underground. I mean, that shit is a dope song, and it could be, you know, a classic. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that the song itself is bad just because it's personal to me. I think it's personal to a lot of people if they take the time to listen to the song and to experience what that person was going through. You know what I'm saying? It's really like a vibe. So, um, you know, a lot of people listen to it in the wrong context, and then, you know, they kind of diss it and knock it and say, you know, that should sound whack or whatever. You know, and that's your opinion and that's your personal opinion. You know, that's cool. Um, and so those are the three things that I've heard in as far as feedback when it comes to my song Hector. Okay. Uh, so, you know, just to review or whatever. So one was that it was like, you know, a poor quality, a poor sound quality. Two was that I was trying to sound like somebody or do an impression of somebody on the song. Okay. And then three, that the singing in the intro was too long. So I look at those comments and I think, you know, um, probably the poor sound quality, that one's probably accurate. You know what I mean? It is not as tip top as it could possibly be. That's right. You're true. It's true. You know, um, we couldn't get Chris LaBella on the record. We tried to get Chris LaBella on the record. We couldn't get him. He's an amazing producer. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Chris LaBella is the shit. If you can work with him because he's the shit. Uh, you know, but you know, the kid who did my mix is the shit too. You know, I think that, you know, his studio probably needs to be like insulated better or something. I'm not sure, but whatever the case, I'm happy with how it came out. I'm proud of the song. Check out the song Hector. It's in the link in my bio. You can check it out. You can download it. You can buy it. You can share it. You can support. You know, check me out every day. 365 days of freestyle to promote the song Hector. Check out my reels, IGTV, all that shit. Much love. Peace to y'all.